3 years ago, maybe 2 years, 3 years ago, I think, when I was in my counselling room, and I was kind of seemed like the pinnacle of my career. I had very popular, lots of people coming to see me, and I was making a good amount of money. And I was so dissatisfied about people coming in with all the problems caused by the culture that they're living in. And I really just couldn't bear it anymore, to be kind of putting band-aids on things that were just going to be coming back again, because they're all still living in the same culture. And no one was questioning, well, what is this goldfish bowl that we're living in that is creating these problems? And it was just that dissatisfaction and this need. But how do I create something else to happen where I'm still involved with transformation and healing, but creating something new so that the same problems don't keep happening for people, so that people learn from an early age about how to feel and that they have 5 bodies and everything that we're learning how to. And yeah, I'm so it was such a wrench to get out of that counselling room and out of the house, and just to let everything go so that something new can be created. Like, I started off as a young punk in Christchurch, and this is like 50, 60 years ago. I had a mohawk and long boots, and I would pop LSD every other weekend to escape from the world that I was living in, to create this other magical world that I could feel happy in. And from being a young punk, I went to a young mother, and then I started healing myself through psychodrama, some of the wounds that I had from sexual abuse from the men in my family. And then I became a young mother at 18 and 21, and I escaped from the city to live in an intentional community in Golden Bay. And and my dream was coming true, to live in the country, to be surrounded by greenery and birds and the river and nature. And I was a community worker, and I created a rape crisis centre and a women's refuge centre in Golden Bay. But I was very naive. I thought I could just go to a house and open a house and women would come. And I was quite naive about really the organisation and the supports that it would, so it wasn't always successful, but my drive to do that was there. On my father's side, we're from Barbados, and they were slaves that were stolen from Africa, and that's really in my bones, the love of the native people of a country, and the sadness in me, and the cruelty of wiping that out and decimating a whole culture. And so I have that. It's so alive for me here, because the Maori world is, and the Maori people, and the language is so alive for me, and I love it. I mean, the world as we know it is on the point of collapse in so many areas, and there's like mushrooms popping up all over the world are the new thing that is coming after the collapse of the old thing. And yesterday I ended up in hell in my relationship. I created hell, and my partner created hell, and then it's like, oh, how do we do that? If I have the power to get out of hell and stay out of hell, I have the power to be happy and find my way to heaven as well in this life. And yeah, I'm up for that. One of the gifts I bring is the gift of manifestation. When all my bodies are like, yes, this needs to happen, then this magical thing just comes with me, and it happens. And so the gift of creation. Now, there's nothing that I have, like I look back over years of things I've written down, oh, these are my goals. And it's like, yes, 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 every time I have like really gone, this needs to happen. For me, for the world, this needs to happen, it happens. And I feel right in the middle of riding that wave, and with Entree. And one of the gifts is when I center and ground, I can feel Gaia coming up through me totally, and coming up through me and out of me, and as it is with everyone in their own ways. But so my particular gift is to bring up the gifts of the earth and to make them manifest. Yeah, I have a big heart for healing myself, for healing humanity, and creating areas, pockets of light in the world. I know how to go to the heart of things. Knowing no amount of my mental body or the physical body or the clothes that I wore, no amount of that was going to do it. But what I'm discovering is it's vast. It's this vast potential, and I feel like I've got some keys to the door of that vast potential.